Hope you all had a nice break. We are back now with CAP integration made effortless. On stage with us, we have Ram and Bilal from Arimi to take us through it. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our session. Hope you are enjoying reCAP as we do. And today, I'm joined with Bilal. And we are presenting one of the plugins that we have built in-house in R&E consulting that is called as CAP Connector, which can make CAP integrations much more effortless whenever you are plugging in your product with much more integrations that usually comes in picture. But before going to what CAP Connector is all about, let's understand why this product was in place at all, right? At R&E, we do have one product which is called as ProdSphere, and ProdSphere is product experience management product which is SAP certified as well. And maybe you can just take a little bit sneak peek into what ProdSphere is all about. Had connection, I had issues loading this video. I really hope it works. Let me just head back quickly. Yes. All right, there we go. Okay, just to give brief again what ProdSphere is about. ProdSphere is a product experience management system, and in ProdSphere, it basically connects with a lot of external systems to bring this experience for you. One of that is it can connect to multiple suppliers. It can also connect to multiple SAP services because ProdSphere itself is built as a CAP application. It is also deployed on BTP using a lot of other services, and also e-commerce sites, right? We'll switch to the next one. Whenever, say, we mentioned about suppliers, we also mentioned about e-commerce sites. If you want to publish the product which is in the ProdSphere to any one of these external systems, what are the options that we have? Either you develop a custom integration so that you connect to this particular system, or you can use any of the integration tools that are available out there, maybe a bit expensive, right? And also these integrations, if you are building by yourself, it kind of like makes product deliveries bit slower, right? So you will be developing your own custom integration, a lot of other code that you have to maintain about, and maybe you also have to think about security vulnerabilities and maintain all those things in your code. So when we were thinking about solving this problem for ProdSphere, we were also thinking that is this also a problem that just like person like me and you are facing with our own product building, right? Is it reusable? And we also are completely developing things on CAP, and we also wanted to give back to CAP ecosystem under like a Khaleesi initiative, right? So that's when we built CAP Connect. And CAP Connect, what it does is it can extend, it can infuse in your product as a plugin, and it can extend your SAP CAP application with one of the thin layer of reusable integration layer. What does this integration layer has? This integration layer has interfaces for one of the connector admin so that he or she can set up destinations that your product is interacting with. You can also create target systems. You can also basically have different API paths, add all the API specifications that your product is requiring, and you can also have data transformations. That's about CAP Connect. If you vaguely just look at bird view of what CAP Connector, where it is fitting in our product is, we have ProdSphere there, and it is a CAP application. And say in local, it is running on one of our 4004 default port, and we are plugging in CAP Connect into it as a plugin. As soon as you plug in this, you will be getting interfaces for you to create and maintain target systems, destinations, API configurations, data mappings. There are two users here, if you see. One stick user with a CAP. He's a CAP Connect admin, and one more is developer. What admin can do, admin can maintain all these configurations, and developer can also like use these configurations to invoke data transfers by using the API that CAP Connect provides. That is connector.invoke, and then you have to provide 4 parameters that I think Bilal will talk about next. Once you have all these things in place, you can bring on multiple systems to your product, right? Today, if you're integrating with Shopify, tomorrow you want to bring in more suppliers into your system, or if you want to publish or post your product on Amazon or anything like that, all you have to do is like you're adding a configuration for that. That's about a little bit architecture about ProtSphere. Now, Bilal, if you can tell us what's inside the box actually.
Okay, so what's inside the box? At a high level, the plugin contains of 3 main parts. The first part is annotations. With annotations, we can control which services and entities become candidates for the integration. For example, by using connector.expose, entities under the service can be made available to the connector. At the same time, we can also exclude specific fields with connector.exclude. This is useful because not every entity or field in a service should automatically be part of an integration scenario. Some fields may be technical, internal, or simply not relevant for the external system. The second part is the connector portal, the admin portal. This is the admin interface of the plugin. From here, users can manage the main integration building blocks. Target systems represent the systems we want to connect to. Destinations define the actual connection endpoints. Data mappings define how fields from the source model should be mapped to the structure expected by the external system, external API. And paths define the HTTP endpoints that should be called. The goal of this portal is to make integration configuration more visible and easier to maintain. And then the final part is the connector API called invoke. This is the part developers can use from their CAP service logic. The idea is that the developer connects to the connector service and then invokes a configured integration. In this example, we call the connector.invoke, where we pass the service name, path name, the payload, and the mapping name. So instead of manually writing the full request logic, transformation logic, and API call every time, the developer can trigger a predefined integration flow through the connector. And this keeps the application code cleaner and makes the integration behavior a lot more reusable. And for the final part of this presentation, Ram is going to give a short demo on how we are able to pull products from ProtSphere and post them to Shopify.
Yep. Okay, I just have to change the configurations maybe a little for this to work. Just bear with me for a second. All right. So for this demo, we wanted to basically showcase how you can pull the data from one system and push it to another system. And here, the source system is nothing but the data where we are pulling from is ProtSphere. And what we are trying to do is, this is a simple application that we have created. I did not think very creative about the name of the application. I just named it as to Shopify. So in this application, the very first thing what we do is the plugin itself is yet to be released, and it will be released soon. So on the line number 8, what you're trying to do is you're trying to add the plugin as a dependency, and that is CAP Connect, and CAP Connector plugin is added now. As we all, again, as we discussed before, now we have one more roles coming into picture, and that is CAP connector admin. So this is the connector admin, and you currently, for the demo purpose, it is given to Alice. So Alice is a connector admin now. And if you talk a little bit about the data, in this application, we are just using products, and the products are having name, category, and status. On top of this one, we have created admin service. And in admin service, you can see that we have connector.expose. And we want to expose the admin service entities so that this can be used later for integration, right? You can also see two more things there. One, you have like load products. This is nothing but a kind of, it acts as an inbound call, wherein which it is getting data from Protsphere to this application. And we also have post to Shopify, where you are posting the data to Shopify system, right? And okay, with this, what I can do is I will just do a CDS watch, and then I will go to localhost 4004, and here you can see there is one web application running on top of the schema that we have, and this has nothing right now. It has but it has a function to load the products. And then if you are looking at the store, this is a store that we have. If there are no products here, so that you can sell. Let's head back. Our demo intention is to get the products and then push it here. And yeah, we don't have to do a lot of things for that. So I will go here now to connector portal. So in the connector portal, you are seeing the target systems, you are seeing destinations, data mappings, and paths. For the demo purpose, we have pre-configured it. So target systems, we have added Protsphere, and we also have added Shopify. In the Protsphere, what you are trying to do in the target system is trying to get the API specification of the system and then put it here, along with the resources and also like the field names and stuff like that. So once you have this for Protsphere, the similar thing can also be done for Shopify. So in the Shopify, also we have products, but if you look at it, when we are posting product to Shopify, we have to post it in like a nested object. In order to support that one, we also have like a dot notation support, so you can use this one. That's about what we did for target system. And destinations, this probably most of you or all of you are familiar with, right? So you can create destinations, and these destinations are supporting any other authentication types that you also see in destination service. Protsphere, it is built with CAP and deployed on BTP. And what we have is that we have API endpoint, the URL from BTP, and then we are authenticating with auth to client credentials. And the configurations we have provided: client ID, client secret, and token service URL. You can see that client secret is masked, but it is not only masked, it is also encrypted. Whenever you are plugging in CAP connector to your CAP application, you can also provide the API, decryption and encryption keys. With this encryption keys, whenever you are providing all the data that you are using here, it will be stored in encrypted format. Now let's get back and see for the Shopify. For the Shopify, so what we are using is we are using authentication type as API key, and we have provided the API keys here as part of the headers. We can test the connections. Hopefully it works. It was working till now. So yeah, this works for Shopify, and the destination is also reachable for Protsphere. We have not given the URL, the OData endpoint. That's why you can see it says that, yeah, the destination is reachable for you. Now getting back, we have for this demo, we are pulling the data from Protsphere and pushing it to Shopify. For pulling the data, we have get products in Protsphere, and this is a get call, and we also have configured the path and the content type. Similarly, for publishing products to Shopify, we also have post call for the API path that Shopify is supporting, along with the content type. When these things are done, the very next thing what you can do in your CAP application is that have the mapping so that transformations can happen, right? So I'll just open products mapping. So in this mapping, the entities, whatever you have, annotated with connector.expose, these things you can use here. And I'm using admin service.products and target system. What we have added Shopify. And then we also have target resources that is selected. You can see in the first field mappings, maybe I'll just try to see what other options are there. So first one, name is directly mapped to product title, and no transformation is required at all. When you're talking about the second field, which is status in ProdSphere has different meanings, and status in Shopify has different meanings, right? So you can, in Shopify, it just says that, okay, whether the published product is active or not. If it is active, then it will be visible in your store and then you can sell it. For things like this, currently we are supporting these kind of source transformation and also destination transformation when you're getting data from external system to your product, right? So it supports multiple casting, and also we have a trim, direct, and you can also provide constant. For our use case, it is constant. So what we are doing is we are providing constant as a source transform, and then we are providing the constant value that you want to post to the system. I'll just discard the draft for now. All the configurations are done. Now what you can do is I'll just head back to my web application, which is having products. Currently have no products here. So I'll try to load products, but even before that I have to implement this, right? So what I can do is I'll just go here, and then maybe I'll just see in admin service what I've written. In the admin service, the few lines what we have written is, yes, you can connect to rne.cap.connect to connector service. After you connect to the service, you have the API basically for invoking the actions and functions. So connector.invoke, you are providing the destination name. You're also providing the API path. And if you are not interested to provide data mappings and things, you can ignore it. So this is basically for loading the products from ProdSphere to the system. And then meanwhile, how do we post it? Not much difference here too. The signature, as we have mentioned before, you're just providing what is the destination and what is the API URL and what is the data product that you are basically sending out, and then the mapping that you're using. So for posting, this is the only one line where you can post to any other external system, right? Hopefully this should work now with all these things in place. Let me just head back. I will try to load the products. All the products are now pulled from ProdSphere system to this system. And here what we have is, maybe I'll just scroll to some other product here, and then I'll try to post to Shopify. Hopefully it works. So yeah, we'll just go to store, and then we'll try to refresh this in the Shopify. Okay, that gave me a little bit of heart attack, but the product is posted now. So this is how you, tomorrow, if you're bringing many more systems into your product, all you have to do is just add the configurations, and these things should work with single line of code. We also tried building Shopify integration as a separate project, but with this simpler approach, a lot of efforts can be saved, a lot of cost also can be saved, and this is just the beginning of this plugin. We'll be bringing much more features into it, like webhooks. We also wanted to add service communications. We also wanted to add job scheduling, a lot of things in place. Hopefully you can all try it out as soon as it is released, and give us the feedback. So we'll happy to listen to you and then implement something good. That's our time for today. And if you're interested, I hope you enjoyed this session, and then you can also provide feedback about it. And maybe if you want to know more about what ProdSphere is, this is the website where you can reach out to us. And for plugin related queries, you can reach out to us, me, Ram, and him, Bilal. Thanking all of you for your time and attention. Thanks a lot. And if you have any questions, we are here. And then otherwise, we'll be down there. We can connect with you. Thank you.
You did good.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. That was inspiring. I hope that you are all able to take some ideas with you for your own innovations as well. Although we don't have time for questions, if you would like to speak with either of our speakers, feel free to look for them throughout the conference. At 3:30, we have Beyond the demo with Gen AI, so look forward to that. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you.